Nigeria has a labor market of over 80 million people, and Nigerians aged 25 to 34 constitutes the largest population of Nigeria's labor market. Unfortunately, the healthcare of these workers are not prioritized, and this is the focus of today's discussion. This is Healthy You, brought to you by Food, Farm and Consult. My name is Fierce Sharon, and I am joined by Gaius Orobarase, the CEO of Furniture Herb and Interior. How are you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
Are you under the weather? You sound like you're under the weather.
No.
All right. So you look great, I must say.
And you too.
Thank you very much. You're the CEO of Furniture Herb and Interior. Could you give me an insight as to what you do?
Okay. Furniture Herb and Interior, it's a furniture production company.
Mm-hmm.
We produce all our furnitures in Nigeria, so it's 100% local content.
Amazing.
Of course, apart from some materials are not, some of our raw materials are not produced in Nigeria. Like the HDF board, most of them are imported, like the fabric for upholsteries, those are also imported, but every other thing is local content. So we try as much as possible to meet international standards.
Amazing. So how long have you been doing this for?
Fully since 2018.
So that's 4 years now?
Mm-hmm. Going to 5.
Amazing. And I'm sure that you have people that are on your payroll, you have staff.
Sure. But a lot of them are craftsmen.
But they're still your staff.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to ask you, what is your relationship like with your staff? Because we're talking about balancing work and health. And there's this trend or this notion that people believe that workplaces are really, really toxic. So if you don't mind, give me an insight as to what your relationship is like with your staff.
Okay. For me, basically, because of my prior experience before going fully into entrepreneurship, yes, I'm very much familiar with workplace toxicity, and it's a real issue that society is undergoing at the moment. But for me, I've been able to establish a personal relationship. At the same time, an impersonal relationship, a formal relationship, and an informal relationship. So I've been able to create this more like a demarcation, a line of, okay, when it's work, we have to head straight into work. So outside work, we could discuss every other thing. But at the same time, because it's a young company, it's still a challenge. It's still a challenge for us because at a point, of course, like, okay, let me use a very how will I put it now? A very basic situation, a scenario that went recently. From 2 of my craftsmen, they fell. Both of them they are the head of the cabinet section. They fell sick at the same time. So that really had me thinking about health. Like, okay, these guys have been working back to back for months now.
Yeah.
And they fell sick, and there's really nothing I could do.
Yeah.
I had to call all the clients to say, see, I cannot chunk out jobs that are not standard because the two head of this department, they are not feeling fine. At the same time, because of their health is stalled, my job is slowed down, everything. So when situations like this happen to you, you have to rethink health in your company.
Okay. Now this begs the question, what measures are in place in your establishment to see to it that your staff are, their healthcare is prioritized?
Okay, for now, because it's a young company, it's not institutionalized yet. What I'm trying to do, what I've started doing, is to create a sinking fund, not insurance per se for now. You get, as time goes on, we'll think insurance. But for every job we have, I create a sinking fund for health.
Okay.
In case someone falls sick, in case you have to spend X amount of money for someone's health, there is something kept aside for that.
Amazing. So do they, does it come off as a percentage of their salary?
No. it also acts as an incentive to them to make them work better.
That's amazing, honestly. I think I should come work at your establishment. What do you think? Would you hire me?
Sure. As an admin staff, though.
Okay.
With time, maybe. I don't know.
I can just try my luck. Okay, so what do you think the ratio of healthcare services should be like? Do you believe that if you work like a horse, you should be your healthcare should be prioritized like a king, like that of a king, or minimal work, minimal healthcare services provided to such person?
Okay, as human beings, I believe there are standard healthcare for every human being, regardless of how you work. Whether you decide to work or not, your health will fail at some point. For example, mosquito does not, they don't know whether you are working or not. Their own is to come suck your blood.
They've been on the prowl for a long time now.
You get it. So, despite the kind of country we live in or the stage Nigeria is on right now, healthcare is a major, major challenge. But at the same time, healthcare should be prioritized. Whether you work like a horse or not, you should have a basic. Then, for those people that have the nature of their job is intense, yes, they should be placed now special care on them too.
What kind of jobs are those?
Okay, for example, well, let me not say manual laborers like bricklayers and the rest. But when you say someone is working like a horse, it could be in a corporate setting. Some bankers, they push them.
Honestly,
they work like jackass.
Sure.
You have especially marketers when so working like a horse does not really entails you doing a physical
labor.
Job. There are some jobs that involves like when you have a target to meet. It's mental. It can cause physical issues for you because if you don't meet those targets, it's more like you stand a chance to be relieved of your job and all that. I think they should pay special care to their health.
I completely agree.
On a daily basis, not just about medicine and all that. Yes, maybe incorporating exercise so that they won't break down or
Now, I'm curious. Have you ever been in the corporate world? Have you ever worked in the corporate world before?
Okay.
Yes or no?
It's hard to say.
Okay.
I've always hated the corporate work experience. I've never wanted to do that. I worked slightly as an assistant. I won't call it a corporate work. I just wanted that experience and all that, and it was a whole lot.
Would you say that it was worth it?
The experience was worth it.
Was it horrible?
Let me leave that off for now.
Okay, so let's go on to the next one. So there was this
I don't dive into that.
There was this whole thread on Twitter, horrible bosses and toxic workplaces. So what's your advice to employers who are not who do not prioritize the health of their workers?
Well, I would like to advise them to take their own healthcare and the healthcare of their employees very, very serious because it can destabilize your business at any time. Not like a ticking time bomb. If you don't, it will come crashing. You can only shout when someone is in the hospital bed. You can only shout, "Oh, you've not done your job." You then on to the next one. Of course, it's easy for them to say, "Okay, I'll just employ another person." But it will still be a recurring decimal for healthcare at that work. People will always fall sick. So if you don't take care of them, even they know if you don't give a damn or you don't show care to your employees, they have a way of
paying you back in your own coin.
In kind. They either the level of their productivity slows down. It affects everything. It affects happiness.
I agree.
In the business workspace, people become very grumpy because they've seen the way you treated someone when he or she was sick. So they won't give a damn about your work and everything. At the same time, in the long run, your profits and everything goes down.
So you heard it. So quickly, last one.
Okay.
3 ways employers can prioritize the health of their workers?
3 ways.
Yes.
Okay, one, you have to talk about it, because it's not just about it takes two to tango. There are some people generally, they don't even care about their own health. So you should be able to reorient your workers, talk to them to take good care of themselves.
Okay. 2.
Secondly, like I said, you have to put money aside so that when the inevitable finally happen, you should be able to contribute your quota.
Okay.
Then 3, I think they should be, it might not be possible for all workplace. I think there should be timeouts.
I was just about to say that.
To mingle, either as a health gatherings for exercises or social gatherings, just to clear their mental health and everything, and create this interpersonal relationship amongst your employees and with management staffs.
Yeah. How about 3 days off every month? I'm just joking. Nobody will actually do that. Thank you so much, guys, for coming on the show. It was a pleasure chatting with you.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me again.
Thank you so much for watching. This is Healthy You, brought to you by Food, Farm and Consults. Until I come again on the show, be the light and spread love.